Hi, Natalie. Thanks for joining me on our coaching session for you today.
No worries at all, Karen.
All right. So the way we're gonna start it is I'm gonna find out a few things about you first, so that we can work out what's best for your skin type and what you want to achieve while we're in shutdown, while you can't come in for treatments in the salon. Firstly, can you tell me what's your priority? What's your number one priority that you'd like to work on your skin?
So I've got a bit of pigmentation on the side of my face.
Yeah.
Just up here, a bit there as well,
Okay.
which I don't really like. And also I've got lines under my eyes that I'm quite conscious of. So that's probably, that's probably the two biggest concerns I have, is the unevenness in colour in my skin, and then the lines under my eyes.
Okay. And what 3 areas would you like to work on? So mainly, I suppose the pigmentation's mainly, where do you find your pigmentation? Mainly around the cheeks, or?
Yeah, it's mainly around the cheeks, but I also have a little bit on my forehead.
Yep.
Up here.
Okay.
Yep.
No problem. Do you spend much time in the sun?
I do.
Okay. So a bit of a sun bunny. Are you good with sunscreen?
I use it like a tinted moisturiser every day, which has got sunscreen in it. So.
Okay, cool.
But I don't reapply it, so it's probably not, that great.
Okay. How have you found your wrinkles around your eyes? Have you been a little bit more stressed than normal?
Yep, I have been a little bit more stressed than normal. So yeah, it's
So one thing, when we're a little more stressed than normal, you will find that our bodies have a telomere. In our DNAs, we have what's called the telomeres. And from the moment we are born, these telomeres shorten. So as our cells divide, the telomere shortens. And that's how the aging process goes through. Now, unfortunately, with that means that when we're stressed, or if we smoke or drink a lot, the telomeres actually shorten faster. So stress that we're all going through at the moment, and you as a business owner would be going through more stress as well, as all your money issues and everything else that's going on, and just being
kids being home.
Being home. I think our stress levels are a lot higher. So your telomeres will actually be shortening a lot faster. So we might look at something there to help with the aging process for your skin. I think that's probably an area that we need to look at. As far as your pigmentation goes, at this time, obviously, if you were in salon, we'd go, no problem, let's get your skin prepped, and we could do some IPL. You need to be a bit mindful of your skin type, because you have got quite an olive skin. So we can do some test patching, making sure that we can go forward with that, and what type of pigmentation you actually have as well, because you don't want to be making it any worse. But at this stage, the couple of products that you could be using to help lighten it and also help reduce the amount of melanin your skin is producing. So there's a product we use Aspect Doctor and Cosmetics, and they both have a couple of products in there that helps change the cells it stops the melanin from producing in the cell. So it reduces that amount. So that will help to reduce the darkness of the skin and help break that down. And we would also use a vitamin A serum for your skin. So what that will do is help turn the cells over faster. So that also tricks the skin into behaving like a younger skin type. So when we're older, our skins do not change its cells as fast as it does when we were younger, and that obviously is not a great thing for our aging. So this A tricks the skin into believing it's younger by turning over those cells. When we're doing that, that also helps the pigment serum to work a lot better. So we would look at those things. So that's what I probably suggest for our pigment, that we look at a pigment serum, and I'll give you the options of the two, the one from Cosmetics or the one from Aspect. So you can look at those two, and I'll send you the list of things that would be best, and you can choose from those two. And then predominantly also the A in Aspect, or there is a Define in the Cosmetics that would be good to turn those cells over. When it comes to your stress levels, that's really important, and there's two ways we need to look at that, also for internal as well as external. I'd probably suggest, everyone's anxiety is a little bit higher, and not necessarily do we need to go to the point of possibly having to go to antidepressants or down that track where the drugs are getting a lot stronger and a lot heavier duty. So I always suggest maybe seeing a naturopath and see if they can help you out with a couple of supplements that should be able to help you. We suggest Megan in Ferreira, who is an amazing naturopath, and she can do online chats with you and go through and see what you're looking at. She's got some amazing metagenics formulas that she can give you to help just make things a little easier and bring down that stress level a little bit. And just as well as I do, that when we're really, really stressed, we can actually not function as well as we need to. So we need to bring those stress levels and that anxiety down a little bit. So that, from a general well-being, would be a suggestion from me. As far as the skin goes, there's a product called 818, which are going back to those telomeres that I was saying. As we get older, they shorten. This actually is, they've only got the one product, and what that does is it reduces the speed in which the telomeres are shortening, and it can actually return it by 10%. So it can improve the skin by 10%, building those telomeres back and slowing down the process of that happening. It is quite an amazing product. It's not the cheapest. It is being designed by a scientist who's actually trying to stop aging. His main reason for doing it is to stop Alzheimer's. So that's where the research is going. So he knew that he was able to reduce aging in the skin. So he's produced this product, and basically what it's doing is it's funding money to continue his research with a bigger thing in mind. But the product works fantastic. I always suggest people take a photo of their skin, and then a month later take another one, and you'll be surprised at how much better the wrinkles are looking. It's a fantastic.
So does it just plump the skin up?
No, it actually is working on the telomeres of the skin. So it's improving the telomeres, which is working within the cells of the skin. So if you're, say for example, your wrinkle is made up of all those cells, and those cells keep dividing and producing that same looking wrinkle, what this does is it reduces that telomere, improves the telomere by 10%, so that wrinkle actually appears a lot less obvious. It reduces the look of your wrinkles, and it's quite amazing. I had used it and then had stopped for a while and didn't realize, and then looked at two different photos and was actually quite shocked to see how much of a difference that product actually does make. Once you use it, you never go back with it. It is normally retails for $350, so it's not a cheap product by no means, but it is definitely worth its weight in gold. So
and is it a product that you use everywhere, Karen, or just in the areas that you want
the whole face? So you put all your serums on, and then you put that on last, and then you put your moisturizer over the top. So some people find they don't even need a moisturizer with it, that's enough. But it is it's really only like 1 or 2 pumps, and it covers the whole face, and I can get my neck done as well. So that's fantastic. For your eyes, you probably do you normally use a separate eye cream for your eye area? Okay.
No.
So a lot of people fit into this category where they're like, well, what's the point? I already have a moisturizer. I just use my moisturizer in my eyes. The big thing about the eye area is the skin around the eye area is only 6 tissues thick. And in comparison to the rest of the face, it hasn't got the support behind it. And so that skin, that's why people will always get, you don't get wrinkles on your cheeks at the age, you don't start looking like you're getting appearance of any wrinkles around your cheeks at 30, but that's where the first signs of aging are. And that's because the skin is so much finer and it needs extra care taken. So the eye creams, that's why they're generally really focusing on your elastic.
I wanted to share something with you all that I saw earlier. I was talking to my boss, Conrad, my sister. We're sitting here talking. My boss, Conrad, my sister, we're sitting here talking, and we wanted to try it. So we're going to try this because everybody's using hand sanitizers being recommended, and yes, it helps, but it's also very dangerous. So we're going to put a little bit of this hand sanitizer on this plate here. Don't try it at home. Don't be like us, but be careful if you do. Put that there. And on the sanitizer, we're going to turn on the lighter. And as you can see, I'm putting the fire here on the sanitizer, and it doesn't catch any fire. It doesn't catch on fire. But you can't see anything. It's invisible. But if you put a napkin, look what happens. Oh, Liz. So you have to be careful. If you're around open fire, if you have a gas stove, if you're barbecuing, you want to make s'mores. I know you get bored, but be careful because it's flammable. Your hands.
And your collagen for firming and hydration.
on my forehead,
Yep.
up here.
Okay.
Yep.
No problem. Do you spend much time in the sun? Are you good with
I am, yeah.
sunscreen?
I use like a tinted moisturiser every day, which has got sunscreen in it. So,
Okay, cool.
but I don't reapply it, so it's probably not